Okay, starting off with one of the very first real digital drawings that I did. I was kind of playing around with the symmetry tool. And for anyone wondering, I am using Ibis Paint, which has this lovely symmetry tool that I really enjoy using. And yeah, I knew I wanted to draw an octopus, but I was really stepping out of my comfort zone with this one because I was going to... Oh, I'm sorry. That's kind of mesmerizing. Okay, it's done. Anyway, I usually don't really do a whole lot as far as, steampunk is concerned. And I love the steampunk aesthetic. I really do. I think it's beautiful and I want to do more of it. It just hasn't really clicked. So this was kind of my first time like really trying with steampunk. I don't really know how it came out. I like it. I especially like these gears in the background. Yeah. Aside from the symmetry tool, there's also this I think it's called a mandala tool. Like you can decide how many segments you want and then just do even ones throughout, even patterns. Yeah, I like it. It's made this process super duper easy, and I was having just a blast doing this. And I realized the octopus is symmetrical, but I didn't want the whole image to be symmetrical, so that's why the gears are in a set of 3 there. But yeah, I got the basic sketch done, and now I'm doing the outline. I realize with digital you probably don't really need to do a rough sketch. It's just so easy to fix a line when you mess it up, but this is still this was still in my comfort zone, okay? This is what I knew, and this is still what I know. You do the rough sketch and then you ink it later, so Oh. This is also apparently before I started using the bucket tool. I was just coloring everything in manually. Yep. Real smart, Danny. Whatever. I was still having a lot of fun with this. This was new, uncharted territory, and I felt like I was doing really well. And even looking back, I still think I did pretty okay. I mean, obviously, I do still need more practice with digital, and it's gonna be a while before I can make anything as good as my traditional stuff. But, I still like it, and I'm still pretty proud of it. So now I've got the whole picture showing. Oh, and this is a part that I love with any drawing, and I do this in traditional too. Technically it's called line variation, where you just add different thickness of lines to make your piece more visually interesting. The way I do it though, I kind of call it the outlines outline, because I'm thickening up the outermost lines of my piece. Oh, and this little bit in front of the octopus, the space where his tentacles are, just kind of felt a little empty. So I'm throwing in a little mechanical fishy, and it has to be mechanical because the octopus is mechanical. So yeah, little wind-up goldfish for him, little goldfish friend. And yeah, I think he's really cute. I love him. And now I'm adding in some shading and some highlights and a bunch of other little details. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. While I was doing this, I was kind of afraid that I would underestimate the amount of work that I had to do. I really love solid color in artwork, and I was kind of worried that I was gonna finish this piece and realize that I didn't even pay any attention to detail in my work because, hey, solid color, it's already a lot better than the stuff I usually do, and that I was gonna be lazy. So yeah, I was trying my best to be extremely thorough, make sure I get everything. Everything's got to be the right color and the right shade. And yeah, there he is. I love him. I really got to fix my signature though. So next up is this little bee character. I love this guy. I drew him in my sketchbook with alcohol marker. And fun fact, I was actually watching a friend's stream and they were doing a reference drawing and welcomed everyone to draw along and share their own versions of it in the Discord. Now, the reference they were using was a photograph of a bee, and it was so cute. I'll see if I can find it and put it on screen for you. If I can't, I'm so sorry. But it was so cute. It was a little bee on like a branch, and he had just this curious little look on his face. He had his little head tilted, and my brain just went to like, oh, this bee's up to something. He's getting himself into a little bit of bee trouble. And yeah, so I just kind of drew that curious or that like troublemaking look. I drew him eating some honey that he's not supposed to, or like sneaking a little bit when he's supposed to be working. Yeah, and yeah, I did kind of cheat, just like copy and pasted all the little hexagons there. But you know what? It worked. I think it worked. I think it came out really, really cute. And yeah, that was a quick one. Yeah, I didn't even sign it. What the heck? Alright, this next one is from a loose leaf sheet of paper that I have in one of my drawing binders. So yeah, I really love this one. And I only use the symmetry tool to get like the basic shape of like the general kind of heart shape, and then the skull and the face. And then I ditched the symmetry tool to work on the arrow, obviously. And also all of like the little twigs and branches, and I don't know just how well you can see what I'm doing, but I'm like slowly trying to build it up with my brushes and actually make it look like branches that are twisting and breaking and like very uneven all over the place. And I think I did okay with that. But yeah, I was trying to capture what I typically try to do when it comes to my artwork. I love creepy skulls and branches and like all kinds of like macabre things, but I also love pastel pinks and blues, and I love cute things, and I love hearts, and I love hearts with a little arrow through them. And yeah, you know, I wish I could say that I had some kind of like deep symbolic meaning behind this. You know, I wish I could say, oh, here's this really cool story and it inspired this piece. And yeah, no. Stuff like this I just draw because I just love everything in here. I love the pastel colors. I love skulls. I love branches. I love hearts. Yeah. I don't really know what else I have to say about this one, but I am really proud of it, and I really hope you guys like it too. And lastly, I am transferring this awful thing to digital. Well, okay. The drawing itself is not awful. I love these little pastel ghosties. I think they're adorable. I love how they came out. I guess I just don't like how the markers laid down. I'm still learning how to use alcohol markers, and I just feel like I need a lot more practice. Also, I think a couple of them were actually dying out, which really did not help. So yeah, alcohol markers were a bit of a disappointment this time. But this particular piece is where I'm really kind of experimenting with colorful outlines. I've experimented with that concept in the past, and I'm still trying to figure out how to make it work. I think I did okay on this one. but I'd like to experiment with it a little more in like some of my more complicated pieces. But yeah, I've also been playing around with like different layers per element, you know? Like before I was doing a layer for the rough sketch, a layer for the outline, and then a layer for the coloring. This one, I actually put each ghost on its own special layer, and then I put like their faces on their own special layer. And that really helped to keep the drawing balanced and to make sure everyone was going where they were supposed to be. And yeah, I like how it came out. I think it looks really cute. My little pastel ghosties. And yeah, that is all I've got for you today. Let me know which one of these was your favorite. And if you like what you saw, you can subscribe or you can keep drawing on the wrong layer for the rest of the week. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! That's not annoying at all. Oh, and there goes my phone. Of course, of course. Of course, she starts chewing right as I start recording. And of course, it's not what she's supposed to be chewing. Boo!